Good evening aspirants, welcome to Daily News Analysis brought to you by Shankar IAS Academy. Today's date is 20th March 2024. Displayed here are the list of topics we are going to see today. Now without wasting any time, let us get into the discussion. Look at this article. Philippines Coast Guard and Chinese Coast Guard indulged in clashes near disputed Second Thomas Shoal, which is present in South China Sea. The US Secretary of State Antony Blinken reassured the Philippines that America is firmly committed to defending Philippines in case of attack by China. So this is about the news. In this discussion, we shall understand the background behind this clash, that is South China Sea dispute. Look at this map, you can see the location of South China Sea. See, it is a sea located in the western part of Pacific Ocean. Major countries located adjacent to the South China Sea are Vietnam, China, Philippines, Brunei and Malaysia. Here note that Indonesia also lies near the outer borders of South China Sea. So this is about the location of South China Sea. As you can see from the image, the pink colored area of South China Sea, which is highlighted here, is claimed by China. China cites historical reasons for claiming this area, but if you pay close attention, you can see the area claimed by China nearly includes all of the territorial waters of countries like Vietnam and Philippines. So this is where the problem arises. See, the uninhabited islands of Parcel and Spratly are also claimed by China. Here note that China calls the border of South China Sea, which it claims as 9-dash line. The blue colored line which is displayed here is a 9-dash line according to China. Philippines previously approached the Permanent Court of Arbitration challenging the excessive claims of China in South China Sea. The Chinese claims were challenged by Philippines as they were in violations of UN Convention of Law of Seas. The Permanent Court of Arbitration has ruled that China's claim of historical rights over South China Sea has no legal basis, but the China dismissed the judgment as null and void. So this is about the judgment given by Permanent Court of Arbitration and the subsequent reaction of China towards the judgment. Even though the China didn't obey the PCA's order, majority of countries which were located in South China Sea didn't raise their voice against China. In return, China adopted a piecemeal strategy here. It tried to solve the boundary disputes bilaterally, working on code of conduct with the countries of ASEAN. Now we shall look at the India-specific points related to South China Sea. See, India has trade links with the countries which are located in South China Sea. India must continue to actively pursue its defense diplomacy outreach in Indo-Pacific region. India's defense diplomacy must focus on following areas like bilateral military exercises, extending humanitarian assistance to countries in need, and shared patrolling of Malacca Strait with the help of nations present there. So this would help India to extend its foothold over South China Sea region. Other than this, India must also try to increase its military capacity of Tri-Service Andaman and Nicobar Command. The extensive geostrategic value of Andaman Nicobar Islands should be used to its fullest potential, as these islands overlook the world's important sea lane. And particularly in the time of China's assertiveness across the world, India cannot afford to continue undervaluing the strategic importance of Andaman Nicobar Islands. So with this, we have come to the end of the discussion. Through this discussion, we came to know that China's assertive policy with respect to South China Sea, the Permanent Court of Arbitration verdict on South China Sea issue, and finally, we have seen how India can extend its influence on both Indian and Pacific Oceans. Now let us move to the next topic. Look at this article. World Air Quality Report 2023 was released recently. According to this report, Delhi was the most polluted capital city in the world. The report also says that Delhi is the third most polluted city with respect to PM 2.5 levels. So in this discussion, let us understand about the important points in the report and some relevant points for our 2024 prelims. First, let us start with the report. This World Air Quality Report for 2023 was created by IQ Air, which is a Switzerland company. According to this report, the Delhi was the most polluted capital city in 2023. The average PM 2.5 levels in Delhi exceeds the WHO guidelines. The Delhi's air quality worsened in 2023 compared to 2022. The November is the most polluted month and August is the cleanest month for Delhi. Overall, India ranked third globally in PM 2.5 levels. Over 66% of Indian cities have above average PM 2.5 levels than WHO guidelines. So this will affect a significant portion of Indian population. So this is about the important points mentioned in the World Air Quality Report. Now let us see why Delhi is specifically facing high pollution. pollution. See, Delhi is a landlocked area when compared to Mumbai and Kolkata. So the level of pollution is more as the level of particulate matter and pollutants is not able to discharge into surrounding areas. The next reason can be increasing pollution from nearby industrial areas which are in close proximity to Delhi like Faridabad. Moreover, the burning of paddy crops and other crops in Punjab and Haryana during winter months is also responsible for the pollution. So this is all regarding the discussion. Now let us move to the next topic. Look at this news article. It talks about the importance of Indo-Bhutan ties and it tells various examples which stand as a symbol of our friendship. So in this context, we shall discuss about India's engagement with its neighbors using a mains answer writing approach. Look at the syllabus for this topic. It comes under GS paper 2. Now look at the mains question. Discuss the significance and challenges of India's neighborhood first policy in its foreign relations strategy. So this is a straightforward question. Let us start with the introduction. The neighborhood first policy is a foreign policy initiative introduced by India in 2014. It is an emphasis on look east policy of India. Know that the policy aims to create peaceful, prosperous and stable neighborhood through enhanced connectivity, economic cooperation and people-to-people exchanges. Now let us see the basic tenets of this policy. Sovereignty and territorial integrity, mutual respect and sensitivity, non-interference in internal affairs, shared prosperity, connectivity for regional integration, people-to-people exchanges. So this is all about the introduction. Now let us move to the body part of the answer. See, recently various issues have emerged in geopolitical arenas which poses both opportunity and threats to India's foreign policy. Now let us discuss the body part of the answer. We can divide the body part into two parts. In the first part, we are going to explain about the significance of this policy, and in the second part, we can write about the challenges. Firstly, this policy aims to increase the security interest of India. See, a peaceful and secured Bharat is directly correlated with the peace and tranquility of South Asia. This is because South Asia is epicenter of cross-border terrorism and also for drug menace. So in order to work in close cooperation with the neighbors, we have to safeguard our borders and to deter the intermilitancy issues. For example, take the Operation Sunrise. It is a coordinated operation by armies of India and Myanmar to target and neutralize several militant groups across the border. Secondly, this policy will play a crucial role in economic development of India and South Asia. Let us discuss this in brief. South Asia is home to 1.75 billion people with a huge market. But the issue is intra-regional trade is lowest globally in this area. So this only constitutes for 5% of regional's total trade. Moreover, IMF data shows that current integration of South Asia is just 1/3 of its potential. So in this context, India's increasing engagement with South Asian neighbors will be a win-win for socio-economic development of the region. Thirdly, this policy will increase the connectivity in the region. Know that the region is the least connected one. So India, through this neighborhood first policy, can take initiatives like BBIN initiative, Kaladan multimodal initiative, construction of Akaura-Agartala rail link, construction of India-Bangladesh friendship pipeline. These can boost the connectivity. Moreover, it will also help India to connect with various northeastern states and thus bring a balanced regional development. Fourthly, the neighborhood policy will enhance the energy security of India. See, India is actively engaging with neighbors like Bangladesh, Nepal and Bhutan in building the hydropower plants. This is also a win-win situation for India. Our neighbors gain in terms of trade, whereas we get the electricity which is exported from these countries. For example, the Trishuli hydropower projects, Pokhara hydropower projects are symbol of India-Nepal cooperation. Finally, this policy can be used as a twin-head weapon. On one head, it can be used to engage freshly with our hostile neighbors like China and Pakistan. On the second head, it can be used to counter the hostile policies like string of pearl. So this is about the first part of the body of the answer. Now we shall see the challenges for this policy. See, an important threat to our engagement with our neighbors is the increasing Chinese influence in the region. China is following the debt trap diplomacy. See, already the countries like Pakistan, Sri Lanka are in serious debt to China and they are forced to lease out their ports. So this can be a direct threat to India's strategic and security interest. Another significant threat is recurring disputes in South Asia. See, India has long-standing border disputes, particularly with China and Pakistan, which have led to military conflicts and tensions. With the other neighbors like Nepal and Bangladesh, India has a dispute regarding sharing of waters. The other challenges are rising anti-Indian sentiments across some neighbors. See, recently various anti-Indian sentiments getting flared up in Maldives, which have become a serious thorn in relationship between India and Maldives. This antagonism stems from the attitude of people viewing India as a big brother attitude and economic dominance on them. Though India is taking various humanitarian steps like helping during COVID-19, building houses to address this hatred, this is still a major challenge which is a threat to India's neighborhood first policy. Finally, various authoritarian regimes like Pakistan, Myanmar and political unrest in Afghanistan is posing a serious threat to our neighborhood first policy. In this way, you can provide few challenges about India's neighborhood first policy. So this is about the body part of the answer. Now we have come to the conclusion. India is an aspiring superpower with the aim of becoming a developed nation. So naturally, a peaceful and prosperous neighbor is very important for it. Moreover, the neighbors play a vital role in shaping our geopolitical and geo-economic interest. So India should work closely with the neighbors in creating a culture of interdependence, self-respect and prosperity for all in South Asian region. So this is all about the article discussion. Now let us move to the next topic. Look at this article. It talks about a recent report regarding forced labor which is published by International Labour Organization. The report says that forced labor across the world have increased considerably in recent times. So in our discussion today, let us understand the important points mentioned in the report and also about International Labour Organization. Before starting our analysis, first we need to understand what is forced labor. The term forced labor includes slavery and practices similar to slavery. It also includes bonded labor or debt bondage. See, historically speaking, forced labor has been present since Vedic period and it was widely prevalent during Gupta period where it was known as Vishti. But today, Indian Constitution prohibits forced labor under Article 23. The definition for forced labor is given here. You may go through it. Now coming to the report published by International Labour Organization. See, according to the report, there were 27.6 million people engaged in forced labor as of 2021. This means 3.5 people for every 1,000 people are engaged in forced labor. Between 2016 and 2021, the number of people in forced labor increased by 2.7 million. The annual illegal profits from forced labor are highest in Europe and then Central Asia, which is followed by Asia and Pacific. So this is about the International Labour Organization report regarding forced labor. Now let us understand the basics of ILO. See, ILO is the only tripartite UN agency which is present since 1919. It was established in 1919 by the Treaty of Versailles. It became the first affiliated specialized agency of United Nations in 1946 and its headquarters is present in Geneva in Switzerland. Now we shall see the organizational structure of ILO. The ILO accomplishes its work through three main bodies. They are International Labour Conference, Governing Body and International Labour Office. Now we shall see the objectives of ILO. The first objective is to promote and realize standards and fundamental principles and rights at work. The second objective is to create greater opportunities for women and men to secure decent employment. The third objective is to enhance the coverage and effectiveness of social protection for all. It also strives to strengthen tripartism and social dialogue. Here the tripartism means the government, unions and employers. ILO ensures the protection of human rights like right to work, freedom of association, collective negotiations, protection against forced labor and protection against discrimination. So this is all about the basic points regarding ILO. With this, let us conclude the discussion and move to the next topic. Look at this article. It highlights some of the solutions to the ongoing issue of MSP. So in this news article discussion, let us go through the solutions mentioned in the article. Firstly, the author suggests that a minor amendment can be done to respective state APMC Acts or the Central Essential Commodities Act. So this can be done instead of explicitly guaranteeing MSP. They can insert a clause in such laws to ensure that no transaction of farmers' produce occur at prices below MSP. Again, the situation concerning farmers' commodity pricing will be resolved by doing this. Secondly, if necessary, backward and forward linkages can be included with a legal recourse to MSP. This forward and backward linkages should include crop planning, market intelligence, and other pre-sowing measures. Apart from this, post-harvest infrastructure should be established for efficient storage, transportation, and processing of farm commodities. So this will manage the post-harvest glut in the market. Here the glut means an excessive quantity or oversupply of the crops. So an indirect legal route to MSP, which is complemented by development of such linkages, would provide protection against market failures. So this will provide a 50% total margin over the cost as demanded by the farmers. Thirdly, government must ensure effective procurement and distribution as envisaged under National Food Security Act 2013. This will not only ensure MSP but also address hunger and malnutrition. Finally, effective implementation of initiatives like PM Asha scheme. See, this scheme encompasses various initiatives aimed at supporting farmers, including price support, price deficiency payment systems, and incentives for private traders to ensure MSP. Still, the plan has been marginalized in policy circles even though it has all components required to ensure MSP. The political will to implement the scheme is a major challenge in ensuring MSP prices to farmers. So this should be addressed. It means the PM Asha scheme should be effectively implemented to help the farmers. So these are the important solutions mentioned in the article with respect to the problem of MSP. So with this, let us conclude the discussion and move to the next topic. Look at this article. A group of 91 retired bureaucrats has appealed to the center to withdraw the Green Credits program. They allege that it can facilitate diversion of forest land to private entities. This is the crux of the article. In our discussion, let us see about Green Credits program. See, this program is launched by Environment Ministry in October, and it is an effort to create a market-based incentive for different kinds of environment positive actions. Even though such a market-based system already exists for carbon, Green Credits program incentivizes voluntary environmental actions by various stakeholders like individuals, communities, private sector industries and companies. And note that Indian Council of Forestry Research and Education, which is based in Dehradun, serves as the administrator of Green Credits program, and it is also responsible for the implementation of the program. This program is a part of Lifestyle for Environment movement, which is launched by India. Now let us see the activities which are included in GCP. First is tree plantation based green credit. It aims to promote activities for increasing the green cover across India through tree plantation and related activities. Next is water based green credit. In order to promote water conservation, water harvesting and water use efficiency, this water based green credit is created. Next is sustainable agriculture based green credit. It aims to promote natural and regenerative agricultural practices and also land restoration to improve the productivity and soil health. So this will in turn improve the nutritional value of the food produced from that soil. Next is waste management based green credit. Next is air pollution reduction based green credit, mangrove conservation based green credit, and so on. So these are the important components of this scheme. With this we conclude this discussion. Now we have come to the prelims practice question discussion. Look at the first question. The concept of carbon credit originated from which of the following? See, it is a previous year question. The correct answer is option B, Kyoto Protocol. Now look at the second question. Consider the following statements regarding Delhi air pollution. Delhi pollution level has been consistently getting better in last 4 years according to World Air Pollution Report. Look at the second statement. Landlocked geography of Delhi contributes in aggravating air pollution levels. See, the statement 2 is obviously correct as we have seen in the discussion. The statement 1 is incorrect. The air pollution in Delhi is getting worse day by day for last 4 years. So the correct answer is option A, only 1. Now look at the third question. Consider the following statements with reference to International Labour Organization. Look at the first statement. ILO promotes internationally recognized human and labour rights. This is obviously correct. Look at the second statement. India is founding member of ILO. This is also a correct statement. India has ratified all the 8 core fundamental ILO conventions. This is incorrect. India has ratified only 6 of the 8 core ILO conventions. The conventions which were not ratified by India are Freedom of Association and Protection of Right to Organize Convention, which is created in 1948, Right to Organize and Collective Bargaining Convention 1949. So these are the 2 conventions which India has not yet ratified. So the first statement and second statement are only correct. The correct answer is option B, only 2. And this is the mains question for you today. Interested aspirants can write the answer and post the answer in comment sections. With this we have come to the end of the discussion. If you like the video, please share it with your friends and don't forget to subscribe to Shankar IAS Academy YouTube channel. Thank you.